time for an appointment at Seattle Grace. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best Grey's Anatomy characters. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most memorable from Grey's Anatomy's expansive lineup of characters. Hospitals would not exist without patients, but this list will focus exclusively on the staff, so you won't see characters like Denny Duquette.
Denny Duquette.
Hey, Dr. Bailey.
Number 10, Lexie Grey. When working in a place filled with death and suffering, a positive attitude goes a long way. Meredith's adorably naive half-sister, Lexie Grey, joined Seattle Grace Hospital as an intern at the end of Season 3.
I'm Lexie. Great, move! Lexie Grey, I'm your sister.
Armed with a photographic memory and enough spunk to tempt Mark Sloan away from one-night stands and meaningless flings, Lexie's optimism and youthful zest for life contrasted well with the more seasoned doctor's jadedness.
I love you. God, that feels good just to say that. I feel so much better. I love you.
Whether making audiences laugh or cry, Lexie's mere presence would light up the gloomiest of wards.
Oh, French fries. God, I love French fries.
Number 9, Izzie Stevens. If nothing else, this surgical resident never failed to bring the drama.
Izzie, you okay?
I actually shove it.
Izzie, let's hit her with oxygen. Izzie, speak to me. Can you say something? Izzie?
Oh, I'm not joking.
Depending on the situation, Izzie Stevens is either the kindest person in the world or an immature brat who is perfectly fine interfering with someone else's marriage. Nevertheless, some of Grey's Anatomy's best moments involve the model who posed for Bethany Whisper.
You want to call me Dr. Model? That's fine. Just remember that while you're sitting on 200 grand of student loans, I'm out of debt.
Constantly getting emotionally attached to the patients, Izzie is not above disregarding ethical conduct in order to save someone's life. Izzie's rash and selfish decisions make her a troubling but entertaining surgeon.
I'm horny, I'm half naked, and I'm saying yes. You want to stand there and talk metaphors? You want to literally take off your pants?
Number 8, Callie Torres.
I mean, if you can't accept me for who I am, I cut him off.
A lot can change over the course of 10 years. Starting out as a resident before gradually working up to head of orthopedic surgery, Callie Torres' easygoing nature helped cement the doctor as one of the hospital's most likable personalities.
Well, because you never prepare for anything, you think you'll get by on your good looks and charm and the brilliance that pops off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Introduced as a potential love interest for George O'Malley, Callie grew more interesting with each passing season, especially once Grey's Anatomy began to explore the doctor's sexuality and Arizona Robbins came into the picture. Multiple marriages, a pregnancy, and a really messy custody battle, Callie's life was one never-ending roller coaster ride.
I mean, you're supposed to love me, no matter what. That's what a parent does.
Number 7, Mark Sloan.
McSteamy. McSteamy! Woohoo!
Is that what you call me now, McSteamy?
Yeah, but I don't think you're supposed to know that.
What would Seattle Grace Hospital be without McSteamy? Arriving in Seattle to try and amend 2 broken relationships, Mark Sloan's gorgeous outer shell hides a complex persona burdened by commitment issues and self-loathing.
My $400 an hour shrink says it. It's because behind this rugged and confident exterior, I'm self-destructive and self-loathing to an almost pathological degree.
Among the cast's most charming characters, the plastic surgeon was never caught lacking for a witty remark or a piercing gaze, but Mark consistently found new and exciting ways to self-destruct. Hardly the nicest doctor in the business, Sloan matured into far more than just the hospital's heartthrob as the series progressed.
You fought, you loved, you lost. Walk tall, Torres.
Number 6, Alex Karev.
Like I said, I hate nurses.
Debuting in the very first episode, this intern left quite a nasty initial impression. Thankfully, those early days proved to be nothing more than a phase. Honest to a fault and occasionally sexist, Alex's frat boy attitude masked a difficult childhood that saw him having to take care of a drug-addicted father and a schizophrenic mother.
And he was a cold, mean-tempered bastard, but he was still my old man, you know. And now I can't stop wishing that I never laid a hand on him.
Despite coming across as crude, Alex always prioritizes a patient's health above anything else, including his own career.
Look, you want your kid to be a man? Let him make his own decisions.
Acting as Izzie's rock while the surgeon battled cancer, Alex went from being essentially an asshole to one of the show's most reliable characters.
Your next pill's at 2 o'clock. You can't take it on an empty stomach.
Okay.
Number 5. Miranda Bailey.
Okay, this is not a tea party. Go, work, save some lives.
Everyone could use a boss like Seattle Grace Hospital's chief of surgery. Whether terrifying students or compassionately interacting with patients, Miranda Bailey's tough love, educational style saw interns label the surgeon as the Nazi. However, Mandy is definitely the teaching hospital's best mentor.
On call rooms, attendings hog them, sleep when you can, where you can, which brings me to rule number 3. If I'm sleeping, don't wake me unless your patient is actually dying.
Unabashedly ambitious and refusing to coddle those who do not deserve it, Miranda's steadfast professionalism and confidence make the doctor impossible not to love.
Well, at least this way you get a rest before you have the baby. I mean, being that pregnant, keeping up this pace.
Are you saying I look tired, O'Malley?
If Grey's Anatomy was a documentary about a real hospital, Bailey is a person you want standing next to the operating table.
Now, I can pump her chest, I can push all sorts of medicines, I can put her on a ventilator because she'll no longer be able to breathe on her own. But even with all of that, she's going to die.
Number 4, April Kepner.
I'm from a small town, a farm, actually, so yes, my dad was over the moon when I became a doctor.
There is nothing more satisfying than watching someone overcome their insecurities. Prone to panicking under pressure, April Kepner's career has been marred by numerous mistakes, but the surgeon's tenacity gradually won over the medical board and, coincidentally, audiences.
Anyone who could possibly be humiliated by my failure is going to be humiliated today.
Raised on a farm and deeply religious, April's wide-eyed demeanor paints a portrait of a resident who is prone to breaking at the lightest touch. But there is nobody stronger in a crisis.
You have lost somebody, and you are hurting. But you will get through this.
Be it soldiers or the homeless, April is forever seeking to help those most in need.
You are gonna be okay. I promise.
Number 3, Derek Shepherd.
I'll be damned.
Where would McSteamy be without McDreamy? Besides having Patrick Dempsey's face, Derek Shepherd earned a reputation as a superstar in the medical field.
Excuse me. Derek Shepherd had a neurosurgery. Do you mind if I take a look?
The neurosurgeon's mad skills led to a couple of Grey's Anatomy's most thrilling OR scenes, but Derek hardly needed a surgical mask and a scalpel to create magic. Fond of brooding and preferring to live in a trailer, somehow Derek succeeded in being both conventionally charming and eccentric.
You really need to do this today?
Yeah, I do. Especially today.
Can someone blame Meredith for falling head over heels for this incredible guy?
I'm in love with you. I've been in love with you forever. I'm a little late. I know I'm a little late in telling you that.
Number 2, Meredith Grey.
Just put one foot in front of the other. Just get through the day.
Discovering life lessons during even the most disheartening of situations. There is a reason this medical drama is called Grey's Anatomy. Debuting as a surgical intern with a pessimistic attitude and a big reputation, Meredith's journey has been captivating to watch unfold.
The Harper Avery for Surgical Innovation goes to Dr. Meredith Grey.
Born to a famous general surgeon, Meredith showed enormous strength in rising above her mother's relentless criticisms and ultimately developed into a brilliant surgeon who could stand toe-to-toe with anyone.
Go to the pit and try not to kill anybody.
Whether going through a passionate romance with Derek or removing a bomb from a man's chest, Meredith is Grey's Anatomy's heart and soul.
But you can't jump the track, we're like cars on a cable.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I would never hurt you. And I will never stop loving you.
April, you're having a baby.
Yeah.
It's not screwed. It's a miracle.
We talked about this a lot, and now it's here. And I know it's hard. I know it's impossible. But we've done everything that we can. And you have done everything that you can.
Number 1, Cristina Yang.
You're very beautiful.
Oh, screw beautiful. I'm brilliant. If you want to appease me, compliment my brain.
Grey's name might be in the title, but even Meredith relied on one particular person.
Anyway, I put your name down. That's why I told you I'm pregnant. You're my person.
Driven to succeed and extremely competitive, Cristina makes surgery seem like the most delightful activity in the world. The coldest of all the interns, Cristina would step over anyone en route to an operating room. However, in the right situation, the surgeon is more than capable of cutting loose and having some fun.
Whatever. Everybody has problems. Now get your ass out of bed and get to work. Now! Move, move, move!
Striking the perfect balance between career-driven and personable, Cristina is a role model for all ages and injected life into Grey's Anatomy.
If we give him the lungs, it won't be a waste because he will live. I know it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.